Hello and greetings to everybody. My name is Ivan Batista, and I'll be giving you my point of view of what I believe it's the right thing or the wrong thing that is going on in the United States due to the immigration laws that are being punished to people. To give you a background story of how I can give you or relate more information first-handed, I grew up in the United States basically half of my life. I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school. Recently, in 2016, I graduated from Holton High School, which is located in Kansas. I've lived in 13 states inside the United States. My family right now, recently, they reside in Jacksonville, Florida. I recently went to see them and saw the situation that people are living, Latin American, Hispanic people, how they feel they are not being treated correctly. The way that the people, just the American people, react to the situations is very bad. Now, one of the big examples or histories I want to provide you, it's not quite a history, but more like a recent event that happened, is the scenario that happened in Mississippi with 263 people were apprehended by ICE agents. Imagine how many parents, everybody was a parent basically. It was a small town, as I know. And the reason I'm able to relate to this story is that Holton, where I grew up, it was a small town. And there was also just a poultry where my mom used to work there as well. So I understand the concerns of the kids, going to school, coming back from it, and not knowing where their parents are, knowing that they were just locked up in a cage in jail because they came here illegally, and just the way that the government is trying to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. And I understand that the means that you're trying to do are not, they're not bad, but the way you come to the country is bad. And now I understand this because I study economics, and I understand that migration is a good and a bad factor to the economy. But we have to understand that immigration labor in the United States makes up to the 30% of economy. That's a big, huge boost to it. You don't see American people lining up outside of jobs, construction working, poultry. I don't know. The jobs that people don't want to take is where the people take it, The people, the Hispanic and Latin American people take those jobs. Now, can you imagine coming back from school from a normal day and being, 14, 15 years old and not knowing where your parents are, and later getting a call or perhaps seeing in the news that your dad or your mom is now, about to get deported to their origin country, and you perhaps being born in the United States or not, and you're also an immigrant in this country, not knowing what to do, what's going to happen to you. Now, I completely understand the point of view or what Mr. President Trump is trying to do. And I understand that he says that the best way to, stop this is by going through a process, which I understand and it's a fair thing to do. However, and unfortunately, it's not a fair trial to everybody. For this means you need to have money, which money that most people don't have. People just run from their countries due to the violence, the economic instability. Everybody that goes to this country goes to the American dream. But you have to understand what is exactly the American dream. For most of them, it's just to have a family, freedom of speech. There's many ways or points of view to understand this. However, for most of the people, it's just finding a better way to help their kids to make a better life for them. And the way of people are being punished. Now, recent events, we understand that most people are trying to stop this by protesting outside of the immigration, facilities where a lot of people are waiting to be deported. And just to go, I don't know what it goes through their minds. Like, I understand that there are laws for this type of scenarios, but we understand that United States would build of immigration. Most of the people there are immigrants. They immigrated from Europe, from Asia, people there's many histories and many, stories about this scenario, what happened, of how America was built. For starters, people that believe that they're Americans are not really Americans. The Indians were the first people, to have those territories. So I don't know how it comes to mind, or it comes that this is not this is the way for us to imply or to force the laws of a country that is one of the best countries in the world. And this is, I strongly believe that it is not that the way that it does the things, it is just for the economical stability that the country offers us to do things, that it helps us believe that there's an American dream to follow. I just think that the way that, I've never seen, I have not gone to court, but based on the videos and the information I read prior to developing this video, it is very concerning how things are fulfilling at this moment. I just hope that everybody, has a fair trial, and I hope that, most of the people are able to stay. The thing that really just, I get angry at is that I've seen stories firsthand that people that do work hard, that they do comply to the government, they pay their taxes, and they employ people the proper way, are the ones are getting dismissed and getting deportation cards. But there's people outside, and this is going back to what President Trump said, there are rapists, there are killers outside, but the government really doesn't focus on those people. They really do know, they have their records on it, but they really don't care about them. They focus on the people, or they target the people that know they have the means, the money to fight for it. And I just believe that they're just trying to disarm us, just taking all the money away prior to them just sending it back to a country that perhaps they never reside to. Right now, for me, it is hard to be living in this country. I've never been in this country. I'm here for the school only. One of the reasons is because, U.S. school is very, very expensive. And sometimes it's even hard for me to be here without my family, and also fear that one day I'll get a call and it's my mom telling me that she's coming to Mexico, and I just really wouldn't like to see that. I wouldn't know what to do. I'm here just momentarily. I really want to go back to there. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's probably like everybody else, illegally until I get my dual citizenship, or by the help of my brother. But I really, really hope that everything, it's going right now in the United States turns out for the better. And well, hopefully there's 2 more years for Mr. Trump to run the office, or to have a new president. We'll have to see with the debates, and hopefully everybody goes out and votes for the proper, president person that believe is going to be the best fit for this country. Thank you.